heavy hearts that we even talk about this, but it's just for the sake of getting their names out there, paying our respects to the families, to the loved ones of both of these two young fighters that we're going to quickly just highlight here and pay them respects to their family, friends out there. Nothing but love from our channel and our community to all of you. These two tragic stories here and two just young up and coming fighters in the world of mixed martial arts who lost their life too early. Shalie Lipp, and the UFC actually paid tribute in their last event to Shalie Lipp here, and Dana White even talked about her in his post-fight press conference here. I actually had planned to highlight this fighter, pay respect to this fighter, and talk about this fighter on one of our last membership streams just because she's close to Minnesota. Lipp was 21 years old. She was an amateur mixed martial artist. Clearly, the UFC was keeping an eye on her as well. And what Dana White highlighted in his post-fight press conference answering some questions was that her mother reached out to him, or he reached out to her. There was contact with the UFC and her family. And it was said that in her diary, that in her journal, she would end, some of her goal entries with Dana White will know my name. Man, I'm just getting choked up, like just talking about this here. And that pulled on Dana White's heartstrings. Him in the UFC paid tribute to her, and in various quotes and in various messages to her family, Dana White said, "Trust me, we all know your name now." Again, 21-year-old mixed martial artist tragically killed in a two-vehicle crash May 7th in Moorhead, Minnesota. I actually drove through Moorhead. Actually, I have interviewed some people who work at a brewery up in Moorhead, so it is a tight community there. There actually is a crazy tight fight community in the state of Minnesota, whether it's wrestling, whether it's boxing, whether it's mixed martial arts. Just terrible stuff here. Lipp was the only passenger in the two-way vehicle who wasn't wearing a seatbelt. The four other passengers involved in the accident survived. So just tragic there, folks. Anyways, I have her, like I said, her Tapology page here. 3-2 on the amateur scene, 21 years of age, fighting with Academy of Combat Arts. Shout out to her family. Rest in peace. You never want to hear about these stories, but we want to just pay our respects and know that not only does Dana White know your name, we know your name as well. An Aurora MMA fighter found dead, and after being missing for a couple weeks, and it was now said, and the family confirmed that the young fighter took his own life. His car was found near a hotel where his body was found after 2 weeks of being missing. Just really, really tragic stuff here, folks. He was last seen on April 16th. His family announced May 1st that he was missing. Lawson's family said that he'd been struggling with depression in the past. Last Monday, his family released a statement saying that they were heartbroken to announce that he was found dead. They made a statement saying, "We appreciate the support from our extended communities. We extend a heartfelt thank you to the Aurora police departments and those responsive in supporting them during the search and the family during that rough time." So really, really sad stuff there, folks. Going from an accident, going, to mental health, and just a shout out to everyone who's watching us on the member stream, everyone who supports on this channel. Like, we're a small community here as well, folks. Whether it's in our Discord, whether it's to myself, whether it's to each other, as I know a lot of you guys have formed a bond yourself. If you're struggling with anything, always reach out. Whether it's to us here on the channel, Kyle, myself, Tim, we'll listen to you guys, honestly. Whether it's to any of the members who are community members, your fellow subscribers who you guys are tight with, there's someone always listening if you're struggling, and just an extended condolence from our channel to the family there. Trevor Lawson, 5-4 amateur record. Team Cologne MMA and Carlson Gracie Team North Aurora were his teams. 3 KO TKOs. So the guy loved to brawl. His last one was via unanimous decision. So again, somber news there. Hard right turn into our next topics, but we just wanted to pay our respect on this channel, our respect from our family and our community to the families of both of these young fighters, both passing away too soon.